Wait, which side? Oh, I'm on this side.
Your defense
You're just-
witness.
yeah, yeah.
Chief.
Where am I? Where? What? Wait, am I already up?
Yep, we're here for you, buddy.
Wait, it's literally only for me.
Nope.
Nobody else. This is just me.
You know what a deposition is?
No idea.
You're literally just being called as a witness, so we don't have to spend all day in court.
Oh, I'll go to court.
I don't want to be in court all day. That's why you're.
We literally were here for like 3 hours earlier.
I was here before that for something else.
Yeah, we were here before that for
I
something
don't want
else.
to stay in court for 8 hours and 20 witnesses. That's why you're being called to an earlier date, so we can witness or get your witness testimony.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Judge
You
Callow.
just go to another thing.
Thank you. Your honorable Judge.
Embarrassing. And this is LSPD High Command right here. Arguing with the fucking judge.
Okay.
You already.
All we're doing is just like if
I
we
thought
were
I
in a
yelled that
courtroom-
'cause
or,
I heard
sorry,
the
an
laugh.
actual court where defense is calling the direct
Benny,
testimony.
thank you for the
of
29
Assistant
months.
Chief Peters. We're gonna let defense go first, and then everything after that is normal process. Tony, who's your second chair?
Oh, that's well, my paralegal / legal aid, Ajax.
Did that
He's
get
under-
hammered out because
Wait, what
last
was
I
it?
heard he wasn't a paralegal or a whatever the.
You know what? Maybe I should stand on that side too.
Well, sir, I'd like
Okay.
to leave it to your discretion because I've spoke with the people you asked me to speak with, and it's been talked to the judges. I talked to the appointed judges, and they said we're waiting on the justices. But the original conversation started between me and you.
I
so
can't believe
nobody's
you're
really ironed out an
standing
official
on that
process.
side.
It's. I mean, I've already taken him under my.
I
my,
hope she
you
sees
know,
it.
I guess my wing, as my paralegal and everything under my thing. I mean, I don't know what else is to do besides leave it up to your discretion if there's no official process that anybody can explain to me to make them official. Because nobody ever enforced Adam's version of the paralegal process. And I have another legal aid that's in the same limbo as well, and he's been doing a lot of work for our firm.
All right, hang on.
This should be interesting.
Whatever, we'll handle that later.
Yeah, you fucked up. You should have gone like this. You should have said, "Hey, my paralegal is a huge fan of Star Wars. Can he hang out?"
Peter,
Oh,
shut
yeah.
the fuck up.
Mr. Assistant Chief, you make a great point. Is that true, Ajax?
Carlo,
What, Star
right?
Wars? Yeah,
It's
Star Wars is
Carlo, and we're
fantastic.
gonna keep going because right now I'm being told there's no paralegal system. So before you guys get yourself in trouble, we're just gonna get started.
Okay.
Sorry, let me silence my cell phone.
All right. Tony, you ready to start questioning?
Yeah, let me go and just review my notes real quick, and we should be good.
All right. While
Need
you're
like
doing that,
2 seconds.
Assistant Chief Peters, do you have the you understand that?
Wait,
sometime
she's
today,
typing. She's typing. Hold on.
You can waive your Fifth Amendment at any point in time, but anything you say.
Wait, I can't believe
Or
I
that will
need to
be
support
removed.
my senior officer.
Yeah. So if
Okay.
I just say I plead
Um,
the fifth,
everything you say will be for no reason.
struck.
The one
Okay,
that-
yeah,
Just
understood.
to be
Hid
clear, Your Honor, the people are not pressing any charges on Assistant
everything
Chief
from
Tyler
you?
Peters, just to make that utterly clear. The court is aware of that.
You don't have to press charges for him to plead the Fifth.
No. I just wanted to make sure. Most of the time, when someone says you can plead the Fifth, it's because there are charges being pressed, and there's no charges being pressed against him. So I just want to make sure
I'm
that was
aware.
clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I know.
Oh, you mean I'm not arrested?
No,
Absolutely
you're a
not.
witness.
Yeah, I know. That was a joke.
All right. Peter, do you swear to speak the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, under pain of penalty of perjury? So help you.
God damn you.
Eric. Say Beyonce?
Who?
Beyonce. So help you, Beyonce.
Okay, that's
Who the
actually a
fuck is
fair
Beyonce?
point.
I don't know.
Oh,
what
I
was
would
that?
reply with
No,
something
fuck Viggers, on
snarky.
God, for real.
but
If I saw that
Makes sense.
God in front of me, I would piss on his leg.
What about psychotic?
Okay, yeah, I'll
I
just.
don't think he's one anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he's
don't
not?
know.
He hasn't been one for like 2 years, dude.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyways,
he,
go ahead.
he was on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
my-
you
nice.
got the
I
gist,
swear
you
to tell
go
the truth. Yeah.
He has local DT. All right, we're good. All right, so hey, Mr. Peters, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm running on fumes of caffeine, and I just been hyped all day,
Mm,
ready to get started.
yes.
All right, let's start with the basics for today, okay? What's your occupation?
I'm currently employed with the LSPD,
Okay. What's your current rank?
assistant chief.
Assistant chief.
But I
Okay.
don't know I don't know how much longer though, because I called Nino the Riddler today, and he told me to start looking for a new job.
Thank God.
Oh,
I'm proud of you, Nino.
that's ominous. Anyways, how long have you been in law enforcement for?
In Los Santos.
Yeah, in general, you know,
I'll just say I have over 5 years experience.
4 or 5 years. Okay. Question: is your position considered high command?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are there any other positions considered high command?
Your Honor, I'm going
Uh,
to object to relevance at this point. We know the state doesn't understand the relevance of these questions bound by the criminal charges being pressed against Mr. Fred.
Okay, rebuttal.
I'm just establishing who Mr. Peter is. This is just foundational stuff that I'm setting up.
Oh,
Okay, well, why is there a guy that is buck ass naked in the courtroom?
He must have got the sacks out Saturday.
He has a
My
right to
God, Thank
dig-
you for showing up and supporting the LSPD.
Oh, sorry, sir. I'm here for
Reed,
you,
go
but
put on
right to
pants.
dignity.
I have a right to dignity, sir.
Yes. So go put on pants.
That makes me feel undignified, sir.
Not my problem. Go put on pants.
I hate this country.
Hey, good to see you, Reed. I appreciate the work you do in Sandy.
Yeah. I'll
When
be
did
back.
you lose an arm?
Recently, listen, Justice, I need to talk to you after whatever this is. It's super important.
Okay, sounds good, buddy.
Hell yeah. I'll go put on pants.
Thank you.
Reed
Okay.
wearing pants?
The objection was relevance. You said you're laying down foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is really the last one too. So
Okay. Well, you said you were trying to get a hold of who Peters was. I don't see how other positions of high command has anything to do with Peters, so I'm gonna sustain that. But that was your last question, so it doesn't matter anyway.
yeah, it's chill. Well, anyways, may I continue, Your Honor?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into nooks and crannies of it now. So when were you made aware of the investigation into Kyle Pred?
I don't think I was made aware until after the raid was being conducted.
If you could please form all of your answers like that, it makes it a lot easier to type everything down. Very slow.
Are you your own stenographer?
Yes,
too?
unfortunately.
Oh, poor.
No, I'm just poor.
Oh,
That's
Your
what I
Honor,
just
would you
said.
like me
I
to?
just said poor.
Yeah, just poor. Just leave it at that. What were
Would you
saying?
like a little bit of a 5-second buffer between questions?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Just don't talk fast.
What the fuck is happening? Is this guy related to Bones?
So just to clarify, you were made aware
Why,
of the
'cause he's
search warrant
slow?
after it was already, I guess, after it was already executed.
From what I would recall, yes.
Who made you aware of the raid?
I think it might have been Moss.
Hey,
It's
be nice.
hard to. It's hard for me to recall. I just remember coming on duty one day and having a discussion with individuals on top of the roof where Brittany Angel came up and said, "Congratulations, we led a successful raid on Kyle Pred, thanks to the help of the LSPD." And I was made aware shortly before that. I don't remember exactly who did it.
So you're not even aware of who was involved with pushing the warrant.
Your Honor, I'm going to object again to relevance to the charges pressed at hand. If there's a challenge concerning any search warrant or any subpoena, that has to be done through a separate preliminary hearing. Thus, this current witness is irrelevant to the charges pressed against Mayor Pred at this time.
Buttle?
Sorry, can you restate that? I have like dogs in my head just going off randomly.
She's saying that the question you just asked has nothing to do with the charges being pressed, and that if you want to argue the warrant, then you need to do it in another preliminary hearing, not this one.
Rep.
Hold on a second.
Gathering further evidence via his testimony in the deposition lays the groundwork for being able to properly challenge the warrant. Therefore, it is relevant to the proceedings because if the warrant was not done properly, that is exculpatory evidence that this court needs to hear.
I mean, this is the point of the deposition for us right here. We are gathering grounds for us to basically discover what's the basis around the warrant, how it's executed, in order for us to make further motions later on. I mean, this is just us gathering information to make such challenges later on. This is just establishing, you know, how was this warrant handled.
I have a rebuttal if necessary, Your Honor.
Okay.
First and foremost, with all due respect to Assistant Chief Peters, while we do respect his experience, time, and dedication to the badge and the oath, he has not been established as any sort of specific expert witness in that manner. He was noted as a observational witness on the docket. He wasn't noted as a
fuck out of here!
Furthermore, he wasn't noted as a witness that would be challenging the specific warrant or the legitimacy of that warrant.
None of that is relevant or part of court proceedings. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tag me in.
Yeah, Your Honor?
Fuck. Oh, come on, Tony. You got this. You got this,
Yeah,
baby.
I mean, we already established he's high command in the LSPD, and according to the prosecution, this was an LSPD-led investigation. So I think everything in here established as far as like I don't know, expertise and everything. I mean, again, high command.
They're literally
proper procedures, et cetera, and all that
entering
stuff.
in
I
shit
mean,
that doesn't.
This is everything's
Bro.
been laid out. This is why we're moving forward with this.
That's
yeah, I mean,
because
if
half
high command isn't the
of
one that
this
asks these questions. Who would be then? Especially since
shit
this is an
isn't
LSPD,
in legislation and
investigation, as the alleged.
it's bullshit coming out of
Here's what's gonna
that
happen.
witch's mouth.
This deposition, you're not going to argue the legitimacy or validity of any warrants. You can ask him all the questions you want in regards to it, but an argument will not be made in terms of, you know, motioning that you want to get rid of it or to get rid of the case because of it or whatever. If you guys want to argue that part and make a motion for it at a later date during a preliminary hearing, we can do that. But as of right now, we're just going to ask normal questions like a deposition, like we have been. And then if you want to reference it at a later date to go into the
This is
validity of a
the
warrant or whatever, we can do that, okay?
equivalent to
yes, sir, I-
referencing
Is that right?
no, that was not entirely our intentions. Maybe you could help me. You know, keep me in
California
line, but I don't know how we
statutes
deviated from that. I'm just asking basic
indirectly
questions to
and
gather said
She's
information.
suggesting
I'm not
it's
saying that you were,
relevant.
I'm saying that she objected to you
And-
saying that this isn't the what's the word I'm looking for? This isn't the setting to argue the warrant, but I'm allowing you to ask questions around the warrant, and then you can bring them up at a later date to directly argue said warrant.
Oh, sure. I mean, yeah, we're not arguing anything. We're just asking questions, sir. But, you know, if you see any point to interrupt me if I'm getting into the arguing stuff outside the deposition, feel free.
He's
sir.
gonna allow it, which is
Prosecution
good.
will object.
We will. Also, Your Honor, as a point of order, we didn't get a chance to voir dire our own expert witness. It wasn't stated explicitly that he was established as an expert witness. So we're just requesting, if he's to proceed as an expert, we're requesting to voir dire him. Just some basic questions.
I think
I'll tell you
I'm
what, I am
going.
an expert on boxing, and Jake Paul's the goat.
I'm gonna find.
Can you use
Yeah.
English terms for the baby judge and for everybody else in the courtroom?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. We just want to ask some basic questions to make sure he's an expert in this matter, because I believe that we have a right to ask that, unless he's already established as an expert witness because of his position.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get to cross on him, so you can decide what you want to do from there, and then
Understood.
go from there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. All right, Tony, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. The last question was, were you not aware who was pushing the warrant?
And you want me to answer that, Your Honor?
Well, unless Tony wants to change his question.
No,
I just want to make sure that I'm not answering something I'm not supposed to.
No, you're good. You can answer.
No, I wasn't made of. I don't know. I think I was made late. I was made aware later. And it was. I don't think it was told to me, but I ended up actually just glancing over the warrant, which I saw there were a few people involved with, as far as who composed it and then who signed it. I think there were actually 2 people who worked on it. It appears from what I saw, it looked like 2 people worked on it, and then a sergeant signed it.
Argue the validity of the warrant associated with this case, and that if he wants to schedule a separate hearing at a different time.
Are you aware of the names of these people?
Pretty much. Oh, shit, okay. You got any food on you? I didn't get a chance to get. No.
It was yeah. I'm spacing out on one of them. There's a shift 3 cop, Charlotte Spade, worked on it. Vivian Grace signed it, and I want to say it was like oh shit, gunshots. I can't remember the other name. I'd have to check the MDT, but I'm pretty sure it was a shift 3 cop that was working on it.
Okay. Is it usual in your experience for a sub-authority to investigate another county's mayor without high command involved?
Objection leading.
I'm sorry. Can you say your question one more time? I got mixed up when I was writing it.
I'm just asking, in his experience, is it usual for a sub-authority to investigate another county's mayor without high command involved?
Yeah, this is a
what was your
deposition.
It's more argumentative since it's a direct witness, but we objected to leading, so we'll stick with that.
Okay. Tony?
I'm not sure what conclusion I'm leading him to. I'm just asking for his experience and if it's usual or not. That's all.
Sparks? You got anything else?
No, argumentative is the correct objection. I said leading.
It's not argumentative anyway.
Hey, are you changing your objection?
Well, if I can do that, yeah, then I'll change it to argumentative.
Okay, it's overruled on leading. Tony, do you have anything for argumentative?
I don't know how this is argumentative. I'm just asking for his experience. This first time we encroach on this topic. I don't know what we're arguing about or what we're, what I'm being argumentative about, to be honest.
Hey, Sparks, how's this argumentative?
The question in particular is exceptionally pointed on a direct examination, trying to get a specific conclusion drawn without laying a specific foundation.
I don't need. Hang on. I don't need the definition of argumentative. I'm asking what about his question was argumentative. What do you think he's trying to be argumentative about?
He skipped like 3 questions beforehand and is trying to get a specific answer out of Peters without it being on cross or declaring the witness to be hostile. So it is a technically argumentative objection.
Okay, Tony.
It's not
I mean,
argumentative at
I
all.
asked. So there's some key things about. This
I'm
question.
gonna
I asked about his
lose
experience 'cause we
my
established he's
mind.
been law enforcement for many years. He's the assistant
This is
chief. And I also
terrible.
asked if he was
I need heroin.
aware of this
No, you don't. Shut up.
investigation, which he said no. Which is why I'm just asking: is this like usual for this to happen? I cannot be involved.
You just say you have
I believe I laid out.
No,
the-
I
you
need
don't have
heroin.
heroin.
I'm just gonna fix both of
Fuck.
this. Has this happened before?
Where's your arm?
No.
That's what happens when you do
Terrorist
heroin.
attack.
That's
There
what
is
happens.
no
That guy
serial
right there.
killer on the loose. Okay, we didn't find 3 dead bodies today. Like, fuck, I'm under. Never mind.
Yeah, let's not. Okay, Tony.
Yo, Big Drew, thank you for the fresh
In
sub.
general, is it usual for
Nino Crash Out
normal
RP
officers
has
to
been
conduct
so
high
much
profile
fun.
investigations without
I don't know
active
how we've
knowledge, input,
managed
or involvement?
so well with nothing.
I mean, this is, like I said, you said it's a high profile case. I mean, I do think there's things odd with it, but if I'm being completely transparent, I do not oversee every single investigation that takes place inside of the LSPD. We do try to give our officers leniency. I do think it's odd that LSPD investigated it and it wasn't a BCSO thing, but other than that, no, I don't know. It's kind of like my stance on that whole thing.
I'm gonna go grab some food. I'll be back.
Yo,
High command is
appreciate that,
involved.
Big
Who would
Drew.
oversee
I
this
appreciate it. Thank you for the
investigation?
sub, brother.
I would assume that this would be the marshals or something. Maybe I don't. It seems like a high profile thing, you know. and I could be wrong because I don't really I'm kind of confused as to what they do with all the changes recent. No shade at you guys, but I can say this
Okay.
because I said no shade, but I'm not sure
Okay.
what their jobs are because it's been changed so much through legislation.
Cruel.
So based on your experience of what you're used to, right? What's the proper procedures for investigation of this type?
If we were handling, I think that if we were handling this situation, especially if it's the mayor of a different county, I would try to hand it over to that county to investigate. I understand that some of the it's honestly a tough one, right? Because you can argue that a lot of the crimes took place in our jurisdiction, but seeing that he is the mayor of the county and ultimately it would lead to an impeachment of his position, I would probably try to hand it over to the BCSO. That being said, with a high profile thing like this, if I was in the shoes of an officer, I probably would approach high command with that and kind of try to I guess get guidance and direction on all of that.
Okay.
Continue the next one. You're doing good, Tony.
Could High Command see any of the investigative reports prior to the raid?
Say that again.
Could High Command see any of the investigative reports prior to the raid?
No, I don't even. I think the honest to God truth is we still can't. I think there's a lot of in this whole case I'm under or I guess I should say I'm assuming that a lot of it was done in private reports.
Oh. Wait, can't High Command see all the reports in the MDT?
No.
What reports can High Command see in the MDT then?
Your Honor, objection relevance.
Rebuttal.
Establishes the proper protocol hasn't been followed via the procedures that were asked.
This kind of falls in line with just, you know, inquiring the proper protocols within the for the investigations. Again, this is just general questions for Peters. Seeing if proper protocols been followed.
Okay, so why don't we ask him about the protocol and direct it a little more to that? Since,
Why?
He's on direct. Instead
Why?
of asking what he can and can't see.
Why?
How's that sound?
Why? Why though? Why? It's not a valid objection.
Hey, cool. Sustained.
Okay. Then what reports can High Command see in the MDT?
That's the exact question you just
16.
asked.
I asked what they can't see in the previous one, so I guess
I
establish what they-
heard can before, so that's my bad. But
But
it's
but
effectively the same
why?
thing,
But
so
the
fine, good
objection
question.
isn't valid. Not, hey, they're asking you to do something, so go with what's being asked. If it's not a valid objection, it doesn't matter anyways.
Aren't officers supposed to keep their reports public?
Can you ask that again?
Are officers supposed to keep their reports public?
Moss and I are very. The honest
This
to God
is-
truth is, I think there's some legal issues, especially if people are trying to FOIA reports. I don't think that I think for the sake, I don't know, right? I think we're arguing legality versus procedure in this whole thing. If I'm being 100% honest, I think from a legal perspective, which I should touch on, if it's hard to FOIA reports that are private.
Good.
Especially if only certain officers can see them. That's where Moss and I have concerns with it. We've run into situations with private reports in the past where we've actually had to let officers go over the use of private reports, especially when people were trying to FOIA those private reports. As far as a policy kind of being used, we have made officers aware.
I thought he was going to drop it.
It could
didn't.
be
Save.
argued on their behalf that the sensitive or the information they were dealing with is hypersensitive, and it should be, but I don't know. That's it has been made clear with Moss and I that private reports should not be used. But again, I don't know. That's just procedure versus legality, I guess. Is
thought it had been done for a minute.
Yeah.
Ask the question.
You mentioned private reports. Are you saying that private reports can't be seen by High Command?
Right. Private reports can't be seen by anyone except for the officers creating the reports and which other officers they show them with.
Ask what would happen if someone requested a FOIA and they didn't have access to the private reports that had the information. Come on, Tony. Come on.
Your Honor, one moment, please. So, are we just gonna trash the other one then? Because I think I want to move on to the.
No! Ah!
Yeah, I'd say let's go ahead and get that established on.
Hey, Espinosa, you up early or up late?
I had to put an alarm to wake up to this. So
Up
super
early.
late.
Yeah.
Ah. Fuck you, Espinosa.
Jesus.
Sorry. Up late.
Mr. Peters, can you go ahead and pull up Compred's MDT profile for me, please?
Your Honor, objection, relevance. Also, this point. Actually, yeah, relevance.
Rebuttal.
I'm just asking him to pull up Kyle Pred's MDT profile, and this case is about Kyle Pred. There's going to be information related to things like his licenses and everything that would be highly relevant to the case. And we're
may have you lay a foundation so you can ask him what licenses Kyle Pred has currently.
And what?
oh, sorry, I didn't. That's it.
I mean, this case is about Kyle Pred, so why is this irrelevant to you?
It's all public information. Any questions that we garnered from that public information would be very clear to any judiciary looking over it. We don't believe it's necessarily relevant to going over the specifics of the subpoena, or rather the
Rebuttal,
search
Your Honor?
warrant.
No, I'm gonna overrule that. I mean, I can see everything, but unless it's like
Point it
the
out.
most blatant thing in front of my face, then you guys can bring up anything you feel like you need to bring up. It's fine. It's no scratch off my back.
Cool.
All right, go ahead, Tony.
Cool. Mr. Peters, do you have his profile pulled up?
Okay, I can do that, right, Your Honor?
Yes, you can pull up Pred's profile.
Okay. Jake Paul on top. Jake Paul's number one. Fuck Mike Tyson on God.
Boo.
Jesus.
Hey, Jake Paul's the GOAT. He made boxing great again. Okay, I got it open.
All right. In his profile, does it list his expungement date?
Let me see here. I'm gonna have to. There's a lot of information here that I have to read over.
Take your time.
His expungement.
Are you saying it's valid to hate old people?
Yeah.
I actually can't believe that
I
she's
don't see
done a
anything about
million
an
and one
expungement on here.
objections, but she didn't object to facts not in evidence.
Oh.
Because this is what they're asking is not
Doesn't
public
list a judge handed on
knowledge,
expungement
and
form?
it's not in evidence either.
Exactly. That's what was confusing. It's not like you can just be like,
Has a weapon
well, it was on
license,
TWADA. No, you got to point that out. Well, it's in the MDT in the public profile. You got to point that
weapons
out.
license issued,
Can't just like
car license
magically
surrender,
just
stolen
introduce it.
firearm, stolen firearm.
It is actually wild
Oh, wait,
that
expungement. There it
they're
is.
doing this right now.
Well,
7/14/2024.
you know, you guys should do a better job with the investigations. Be more like them, Daisy. You know,
Also reviewing, when was he issued his first
What the
firearms
fuck is
firearms
that?
license?
this is sarcasm. I'm mocking them.
You don't do good at that. I hope you know that.
It's supposed to sound authentic.
It's not.
It is. Otherwise, the
sarcasm
mocking
is-
isn't mocking.
Sarcasm is not supposed to sound authentic, or else it doesn't sound like sarcasm.
Can
It sounds
you
like being
stop
serious.
gaslighting me?
Oh, 'cause
His
it's
handicap
true.
privileges
You need
due
to
to
learn.
his
Gaslighting you.
alcoholism.
You think I'm gonna
What?
take the side of the
Fits the
marshals?
bill.
He has
I don't know,
handicap
maybe. Yeah,
privileges
bueno.
because he's an alcoholic.
Okay, it's a disease.
Your breast stinks. Hold on.
Temporary expungement, granted, stolen firearm.
You mean Moss walk all the way over
stolen
there? So your
firearm,
fucking
stolen
breast stinks.
firearm. Car license surrendered. Weapons license issued on the 8th of April, 2023 by Clerk E. DiCenzo Summers. Only had minor misdemeanors when issued.
When was the date again?
That was 2023, and then I don't see anything else for count Preds, stated D, 10 stolen, recovery, weapons license removed for discussion with Arthur McNeil.
She goes, "What the
I
fuck
see the
did you
original
say?"
one, but I don't see when it was reinstated again.
Sorry. Can we dial back? Can you repeat when it? Sorry, there was a lot said there. When was it issued?
It appears that the first, or I shouldn't say first, it appears that one of them was issued the 8th of April, 2023, by
2023?
Eve DiCenzo Summers.
Or 2020? Wait, sorry. Can you read the year again? 2023?
Yeah, the 8th of April, 2023. I don't see anything else on here about. There's all there. It doesn't say anything about weapons license being reinstated.
Yeah, when was
It's
that?
2024. I just looked at the logs. Somebody typed it wrong on his profile.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Your Honor. And then when was that first license, firearms license removed?
The first one.
Yo, thank you for signing up for
There's
HelloFresh,
one
my
revoked
dude.
on the 30th of last month. Then there was one weapons license revoked discussing with Lieutenant Gray regarding use of weapon for unlawful purposes by Judge Weiss, July 26, 2024.
Get HelloFresh today
Okay.
with my link
And then are you able to see when the
$20
second license was issued?
for 2 meals for 2.
I don't. Do not reinstate the weapons license till 30
2
days
meals
after
for
its
2,
warrant, as
fresh
protected by
ingredients,
for the DO
brought to your
if it
doorstep,
throws a fit.
and signing
Cherry
up
pie.
is equal to
That
dropping
was-
20 gifted
I
subs.
don't see anything about a second weapons license.
Check out the link. Real cheap with the discount code $20. 2 fucking big ass boxes of meals for 2 people. $5 a meal, fresh,
So all you can
nice,
see is the second
tasty,
one's
in your
removed on top there.
selection of your choice delivered to your
Yes.
doorstep. Check the link in chat.
Okay.
You can try. If he can't find it, we may just have to call a different witness at some point.
Your Honor, are the courts able to help us produce that record? Does there be some clerical errors on the
He
profile?
should be able to see. Peters, whenever you're looking at his licenses, just look at the piece of paper in the top right corner of it. It tells you the logs of when people removed it and gave it to him.
I don't see that shit. I mean, where, Your Honor?
If you're looking at Pred's profile,
Oh, bro, I
his
love it.
licenses, you should be able to see.
It
view
comes in a
logs.
box. It's got like things to
Oh,
keep it
yeah,
cold,
okay.
and then each meal is like
Cherry pie.
individually packaged
On
inside
the 3rd
to put it
of
in the
October.
refrigerator.
Oh, the
And
3rd
then
of
when you're ready to
October.
eat,
Okay. When he
the
was
meal,
issued
you
second
take it
one.
out.
Yeah.
It's got the recipe. It's got all the
That
fresh
is
ingredients.
Really windy
Yeah.
out
You
there.
follow the
It's,
directions
well,
and
I
boom,
think
boom.
everybody's celebrating over the Jake Paul fight. You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
You say it's Jake Paul celebrating?
basically-
Okay,
we
so
see
the
on
second
the-
one was issued on October 3rd, 2024.
Okay.
Wait,
So based
what
on
the
what you said in
fuck?
front of you, Mr. Peters,
Holy
um,
shit.
I think
is there a
it's,
gap
one of those
between July
Glockatrons.
26, 2024 and October 3rd, 2024, where Pred did not have
That's
his
a big
weapons
fight.
license?
Like shit. Holy fuck, dude.
Let me see.
That's gonna be a couple of cases down the MRPD for us to
Yeah,
work
it
on.
looks
Yeah, we
like
should stick around. Holy
actually,
shit.
it looks like it was revoked on the 26th of July per this per the logs here. 26th of July, and then yeah, I mean there's a gap. And then it was what was it? 2.5 months? 2 months
Yo,
and,
we
like,
got another
16
sign
days
up.
or
Let's
something.
go.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, right. Thank you, sir. You could go ahead and
Yeah, it's really good if you're learning how to cook
get out Mr. Pred's profile
with the
You
discount
can
code, like
put
I
that one
said.
down.
Okay.
10 free
Um,
meals.
Let's go into the next topic then.
Your first
Please
box
refer
is
to
only
the
20
people's
bucks.
view. Report number 66.
If you get 2 meals,
6655.
both come with 2
Oh, yeah,
servings.
familiar with this one. This is the weapons.
Yeah.
yeah, the missing weapons.
Hello
report that
Fresh,
he took from
baby.
Fred.
Yeah. Let me know
Okay.
when you have that pulled up.
I'm pretty familiar with it. All right.
Yeah. Just let me know when you have it in front of you. And we'll,
Okay, I
I'll
got it in
answer.
front of me.
Thank you, sir. Did you take this report?
I did. For some reason, it's not pulling up right now, but oh, there we go. There it is. I did take the report.
Did anybody consult you about this report prior to the raid?
No one did.
Did Calpred report his weapon stolen?
He did report it's stolen. We actually I remember this. The whole reason actually took a statement. Lenny Hawk ended up 911ing that Kyle Pred was being robbed. I went down. I tried to see if I could figure out what was going on, and Pred ended up reporting his firearm stolen. And I remember at the time he didn't have the serial for the weapon. Which is why I never documented it in the report.
So he never mentioned a serial number in his statement.
No.
Overall, did Calpred mention any serial numbers in the stolen firearms reports? In any of the stolen firearms reports he's made?
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Your Honor, can we give him some time to look at the evidence provided by the people or the prosecution?
You want
Your
him
Honor,
to go through all of the evidence from prosecution to see if
It's just for
anything was reported?
It's just the 4 recovered or the 4 stolen firearms reports. Not every. I'm not asking him to go through the alphabet. I'm just asking him to just skim through the other 3.
Your Honor, I have an objection to that if I
Okay.
can. It's personal knowledge. This should have been something that the defense prepped their witness for. I don't know.
I did tell him to prep.
It's been on the docket for at least 5 days, which is plenty enough time to prep your witness concerning certain evidence.
It's also enough
so
fucking
bring this
time
up
to
in a
prep some
deposition, one, is
fucking
completely
reports.
Unprofessional. 2, he's now just getting the information, and if he's established as an expert witness, he should have had time to be able to review those reports. I think there's a lot of impropriety here.
I haven't been around for the last 5 days.
Tony?
Oh wait, are you
Would it be
asking?
helpful if I just rephrased, or just go through a more direct way of approaching this?
Can I borrow your gun?
This sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to sit here and wait for somebody to read
Yep.
through all these reports.
Okay.
He does
And
have
let
a
me just do
point.
this.
You should have prepped him a lot more than this. But you can
He's
ask
been
him
as a
more
witness for
directly.
2 weeks, Your Honor.
I wasn't. I mean,
Oh,
to make
if
it
you want to know
fair, I
how
didn't
much
even-
it
somebody
actually
had to tell
sucks,
me that I was
take a
being
look at the
I've
docket.
never heard anybody
I
criticize
wasn't
somebody
tagged on
for
the
not
government
prepping a
website.
witness.
I had no
Yeah.
clue until
If you want to
someone
know how
said,
bad
"Why
it
haven't
is,
you
take a look
responded?"
at the
And I
last
said, "What are you
update to the
talking about?
docket.
That was not too long
Listen
ago,
to
and then I
that
have not been around
interrogation
for the last
Were
5
you,
and
were
minutes.
you even
tell
aware that you were a
me
witness before that?
that these charges make sense.
I probably not. I don't know.
There's
So
going to
just for
be a
clarification
video
for
of
the
it.
state, Your Honor, the defense
Interrogation
didn't
with,
advise their
Sonia
witness that they
Summers.
were a witness concerning the preparation of numerous reports that require expert analysis. The state's gonna, the people are gonna move to strike this
Also
witness
in that
testimony
report,
at this
note
point.
the names in it.
Very clearly, to no
And where
fault
they
of
met.
Assistant Chief Peters, the defense has very clearly not prepped their witness as an expert witness should be prepped. So we're asking for his testimony and his point as a witness to be struck from the record.
They just said that
If he can't
he-
corroborate
he's
the
not an
evidence that
expert
they
witness.
presented,
Why would they prep him
The
as an
state
expert
was the one who
witness?
provided
Yeah.
this report, and this work that
Mhm.
he's taken. He's a witness to this.
therefore he's initially their witness because
He's
he has to corroborate,
initially.
otherwise it's not admissible.
They're using his material. He's essentially their witness as well.
No, they're not saying that he's not a witness, period. They're saying that you're using him as an expert witness, but you haven't prepped him whatsoever. He wasn't even aware that he was a witness until somebody had to come and remind him to respond to the docket that he's being deposed. They're wanting to strike all of his testimony because, technically speaking,
My general
he
problem with this
shouldn't
is like,
be an
where are
expert witness if he doesn't
these
know he's an expert witness.
concepts deriving from?
Hold on a second. We hold on. Is this? Are we pigeonholing into expert witness? I'm just.
Easiest answer for you.
We were just asking him basic questions earlier, establishing who he is and everything.
They're making it up as
don't-
they go.
1 second, Your Honor.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we establish him as an expert witness? I don't think.
I'll talk to just
Your Honor,
His-
according to California Statute 56325 of the judicial proceedings and depositions, references to the chat GPT.
Can you come over here for a second.
What I want to know is how does this all benefit? How does this help Charlotte get better at court by having a marshal prosecute?
Daisy, this isn't Spade's investigation. I hate to break it to you. She is literally the puppet in all this. After you watch the interrogation, you'll note that they already knew about this warehouse belonging to Sonia Summers. They were actively investigating it. They knew she owned it. The bank records that they should have gotten before the raid warrant would have shown that he bought it only 6-7 hours previously. But instead of completing an investigation, they smelled blood. They jumped on what Spade and Miller had and tried to get Pred out of office because that's the only thing that they wanted to do from the moment he won that election. There is no sense to this. Spade is unfortunately a victim
Your Honor, if I may.
a higher power using what
no.
she found to their advantage.
Okay, Your Honor. Here's the thing.
Watch
right?
that interrogation when you get time.
We called up. We called up Tyler Peters as the fact that one, his reports is being used as evidence against Kyle Pred. Number two, we aren't really calling him in as an expert witness.
And wait
because
till
we
you
are calling
hear
him as
who
he
they
is a
call
member
up
of high
in the
command
main court
already.
case.
He is
It's
able
gonna
to
be
speak on the
shocking.
general standard procedures of an investigation. There's nothing that. Yeah, he's not somebody that's outside of the scope. Like he is.
Okay, stop.
Part of
Ajax, stop whispering. Stop whispering in his ear. I'm going to kick you out of the courtroom. He's a grown ass man. He doesn't need you to tell him what to do. Tony, go ahead.
Holy shit.
He is inherently part of the entire procedure. He is part of high command. He doesn't need to be an expert witness. He's just speaking on the generalities of things. He has the knowledge to talk about that. And since they're also using his materials, he's inherently a witness to this specific case as well.
prosecution?
All the questions up point we're asking in a very, while not explicitly stating, oh, these are expert witness questions, any legal professional is going to look at those questions and go, okay, these are asking specifically for his expert opinion. Now the people concede that Assistant Chief Peters most likely, 99% likely, has the knowledge to be able to answer that as an expert witness. However, if the defense is going to assert that he's a layperson that happens to be being asked all of these questions just because he happens to have a job in that manner, as long as the court is going forward and understanding that it's a lay witness concerning his casual opinion on the circumstance,
this is never. Then don't bring cops up to talk about anything in the
that
future.
holds a completely different weight. Then the people are fine with him saying.
I hate everything.
Yeah.
None of this matters here because we casually have officers casually act as expert witnesses on a daily fucking basis.
We're all under the same understanding that
all right.
Mr.
All right,
Peters
Nino,
is
hold
an
on.
expert witness
Don't-
in this case, then we're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Breathe. Your blood pressure. Remember what the doctor said.
Doctor didn't
Are
say
we
shit.
going forward with
Yes,
this,
he did.
like,
See, stop stressing the fuck
serial
out,
numbers
Nino.
and all the other reports?
Your blood pressure going through the fucking roof.
Question?
Sure.
Okay. Peters, can you please take a look at a few different reports and tell us if you see Kyle Pred reporting any serial numbers?
Oh, sure.
And he's going to read off the numbers for you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. What is it?
We're gonna be looking at the People's J, incident number 5387.
Wait, 5387?
Yeah. People's J.
It's
Hold on
an
one
incident report.
5387?
Yes, 5387.
Okay. I'm looking at that.
Do you see Kyle Pred's firearm reported anywhere in the report?
Nope. Ming Jing Tai, possession of a firearm, class 1.
That's what I'm looking at.
Oh wait, Your Honor, this is a little embarrassing.
Yep, I figured you were
I
going to say
meant
something.
it meant the People's Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have to highlight everything just to see what's written. Sorry, I meant to say report number 5030.
Do I see and what's your question? You're asking about a
Do you see any serial numbers?
Oh my God,
reported
I'm
by
gonna start
Kyle Pred in
bringing up
case?
this argument
Or in this report.
in every bench trial and every court case I
not
take in the future.
Officer testimony, or not in officer statements. I don't.
What about his
Oh
own
my God! Wait a minute. Your Honor, referencing court case on 11/16/2024,
All right, moving along.
Where a justice
People's Case,
acknowledged the
report
notion
number
that
8821.
expert witnesses must be pressed prior to a court case when referencing reports. Oh my lord! But it wouldn't be
looks like a weapon was
precedence, but it can
found.
still be referenced and argued.
But Pred did not. It doesn't look like that in the officer statement they included a serial number.
Anytime someone says to look at, oh my God, you know
Only
how
the,
miserable that was going to make
the People's
everything?
M. Report number.
I want you to think about each and every
7889.
time a cop looks at a report to reference something they wrote in it. I probably
do not
won't because I'm not
see
that much of a
Charles',
dick. But
serial number for this one either.
Okay.
why don't they normally do it? Excuse me.
So, after reviewing this, did Calpred mention any serial numbers in the stolen firearms reports that he's made?
Because this is a role play server,
no.
and if every cop
I have no
had
idea.
to literally prior to
Okay, let me pull
trial,
this up for you. Based on
you
the 4
know,
reports you just read, did Calpred mention any
prep
serial
for
numbers in the
everything
stolen firearms
literally.
reports that he's made?
In the ones you
It's
just had
never
me
been the
go over,
case
Kyle
for
Pratt did
obvious
not
reasons.
list,
Because it ain't that
serial numbers.
serious. You know what I mean?
Okay. How can he be held accountable for any firearm that's been found to be used by another person during the commission of a crime if the party responsible for tracking the stolen firearms failed to meet the
It's a
proper
deposition.
delegation
Yeah.
requirements pertaining to said firearm?
Your Honor, objection, giga leading.
Giga leading.
Puddle.
Let me see that. Can I have a moment to rephrase it then?
Yeah, sustained.
All right. Well, I need to break this up real quick. In one moment, Your Honor.
Na, 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 na. Oh, Sonya's around.
Your Honor, I think maybe I should just move on from this question. Actually,
3 million.
Okay.
did Calpred meet the requirements of filing a stolen?
I'd buy it,
weapon
but
report?
I ain't trying to get raided today.
Give me 1 second.
FBI, open up!
Yes, Kyle Pratt did meet the requirements of filing a weapon report.
In the People's U, report number 6655, the one that you took, did Calpred mention anything in the statement about any weapons besides his gun?
I don't recall. It was a long time ago. I don't recall any weapons beside his gun being reported.
Did they ever actively try to question you about this stolen weapons report?
Did you say did anyone try to question me about this?
Yeah.
No, no one did.
Did the PD properly investigate the weapons reports and the cases?
Objection, opinion of a layperson.
Oh my God, this
okay,
is so
rebuttal.
good.
Can I just rephrase it real quick?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God.
Sustained.
Oh my God. What?
In your experience, did the PD properly investigate the weapons report?
Okay, the police department is absolutely fucked at this point.
All right, can I answer that?
By allowing it to go this way.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Holy
didn't yell at
fucking
me.
shit!
Say that again. Sorry, I got it. Did the PD properly investigate?
Oh my god!
The weapons report.
In your experience, yeah.
This one specifically, 6655, or are we talking about as a whole?
Let's answer 6655 first.
Every police officer is fucked
From
now.
my knowledge, with the way the warrant was written,
Because as a defense attorney, anytime someone goes up on the stand and needs to reference a report, I'm going to use the same argument and reference what just happened.
I know.
I don't know. I don't even know why they're talking about that. The weapon that they said that was Kyle's gun.
I mean, I was never
it's
talked
from a
to about this.
different.
It was something that came up
From a different incident. I told them about it.
Speak on the details of the warrant.
Still trying to make it seem like it's Kyle's gun.
I'm gonna be honest. Your answer is kind of all over the place. I don't know what you're talking about at this point.
Okay,
but I mean, that's beside the
It's
point.
just literally MDT scuff.
It was used.
It's
I
Hazel
think it was
Luna's.
used in the warrant, and there was
fucking wrench or something.
On the warrant
Oh,
itself,
that's what. No, that's why they're bringing it up.
actually, I mean, that's
They're
different.
pointing out
No,
that there was
I
never
don't think
enough weapons.
Yeah, but I mean, I told Charlotte
I don't
about it,
know.
and she
I
never
mean, I
corrected
think-
it.
No.
What?
Yeah, she never corrected it. They're trying to make it look like it's Kyle's.
What procedures would you follow?
Wait, when did you tell her?
I told her like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Like before the raid?
No,
in
after.
terms of, what are we talking about here? As far as finding
She,
the missing
I
weapons?
told her.
That's exculpatory.
I know.
Investigative has been
And
properly.
they never did
in
anything
this
about it.
situation where a wrench was mentioned, how would you?
You want to get deposed?
Sure.
What is your question?
Go up there and talk about it.
I'm not understanding here.
But did you get my point earlier?
Let me dial it back. In your experience,
by
how would you have handled
establishing
this weapon
that
report if
because Peters
it was
was
believed to
not
be a false report?
prepped as a expert witness, which is never the case. I don't know when the fuck that was ever done in any court case I've ever been a part of with law enforcement
we get a lot of
officers.
situations, and we have to,
He's not being treated like a layperson. Ipso facto,
we have to
any court case
operate in situations
in
like
which
this
someone
as
is deposed or an officer is up on the stand and needs to reference a report, you can reference this court case in the ruling that was made.
I would try to approach this
and
situation
completely
objectively to
fuck over
figure out what was
officers.
going on.
Can you imagine if every cop had to
I
prep?
don't believe that wrench in the report.
No,
was
I
even
can't.
purchased
I won't
by
do that to
Kyle
people I
Brand.
like, for what it's worth.
I probably wouldn't assume the worst and try.
I don't
to
like a lot of
figure out,
cops, though. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know.
Talk to them. Look over. I think that wrench actually came back to a different report as well, which I looked at. Actually, I know it came back to a different report as well. I think it. Just got
they're
Yeah,
gonna
they're
get
talking
fucked.
about it right now.
Into
Yeah. Anyways,
our
I'm gonna
evidence
go back over
system,
that.
which cataloged under that report instead of the incident. So I probably would have checked all those boxes first.
Oh,
How can they investigate a false report if?
wait, I'm not
without
using
a
it.
serial number.
I couldn't tell you.
I probably wouldn't do that unless I wanted to be
Is
a
it possible?
nuisance because it's really
Objection,
shit.
speculation.
Rebuttal.
I can see how it was speculation. Can I rephrase it?
You don't have to ask me. You can just withdraw the question and then ask.
Yeah, let me just withdraw real quick. In your experience, how would you handle this situation without a serial number?
Are you saying if I was investigating Kyle Pred and I had to investigate this incident, or are you saying in general?
This specific potential false report.
how would I handle it? I would reach out to Fred. I'd comb through the evidence lockers. I would make sure I would go through different reports to find out. I think I would just try to do
my due diligence.
I would just try to do exactly what was done as far as false reporting. It's of my opinion that I don't think there was misconduct in the way that this was handled. I think that it's unfortunate that there was a narrative that came about to put it for it to be filed as false reporting, which I don't know. That's a whole different thing. I mean, it's tough. Like I said, I'd call Kyle Pred down there. I'd talk to him. I'd question him. Try to figure out what was going on. I'd probably consult other officers to get their opinion, and then from there come up with a conclusion on how to execute what I should do next.
I want to make a fucking private report and say, Mama Ando, I got something on Pred. How we put them in jail?
Are you aware of any of that communication was done?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Nino, you forgot the part to let the LSPD file under
Okay.
the whole court case and then let the marshals take over.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, none of them knew. Only like 4 of them knew.
I think that's the end of it, Your Honor. No further questions.
Okay. Prosecution, do you have cross?
Witnesses do get prepped. I actually told Tony he should prep Peters.
Like laterally, or
he was afraid.
Whatever. I mean, listen, vertically, laterally, doesn't matter. Jake Paul the GOAT.
But he did fine without the prep. The concern is
okay. All right.
Establishing an
I
expectation.
I probably should stick to the con.
He was 58.
That officers must be established.
We didn't knock him out, right? Like
no,
he's
I don't, because Netflix literally said 25% anytime I try to watch that fucking stupid ass stream.
No, it's funny.
He just
Somebody in
hates
Japan
old
had a better
people.
Connection Netflix in the stream
Valid.
in the US. It was pretty stupid.
Okay, sorry. Sorry about that.
It's fine. I lost $2,500.
Idiot.
Shut up.
Bet $2,500 on fucking a 58-year-old man beating a 27-year-old up.
No, bitch. I don't bet on fights because I don't know shit about fighting.
Oh.
Ask your questions.
Okay.
How did you
If someone trains Tony to fight and gets the dog in him, he'd be goated. Yeah.
Ask your questions.
Yes, Your Honor. Just a
My
couple quick
problem-
questions. You said that you're aware that the signature, one of the signatures on the search warrant for Mayor Pred's warehouse was a Vivian Gray. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's her position within the LSPD?
Sergeant.
Gotcha. And is sergeant's considered a command position? Is that not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
It doesn't mean anything, though.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything. That's the beauty. It means nothing.
High command?
They didn't even establish.
No, sir.
Okay, I will say that could have meant something if she had a follow-up and established what is a command position. You have to now assume what that means.
Peters, thank you.
But anyways, going back to what I was saying, my problem
as far as I'm
is
aware, that was the only person we had to do for deposition.
where does
We don't have
Tony
any,
learn from if there is no established
preliminary
expectations in
motions to go
court?
over. I understand there was a motion.
I
to
think
compel,
most
but
are
that's
generally
provided, so we don't
understood,
have
but
to
when
worry about
these
that.
new sort of concepts are brought into the
Is there anything else
forefront,
that we need to go over
what's
before
up and what's down? And if it's
scheduling for next
established
court date?
ad hoc,
Yes, Your Honor. Just a note for the motion to compel.
How much-
the video is.
How much of
unfortunately encrypted.
IRL
We're
can you
currently
bring
getting
in,
it unencrypted
and
for
how
him,
much can
so
you
he's got
not?
access to it. Counselor Leung is very well aware that we're currently.
that gray area becomes huge.
Okay, perfect.
So aged.
Best decryption key I ever bought.
Yeah.
Because I'm left sitting back
I
saying,
did not do that.
okay, so now we're saying that
Anyways, I have a big
cops can't be
worth it.
de facto expert witnesses.
Thank him right now.
Well, are we then going to now? Where does it say that cops have bar licenses?
Wait,
I'm making a paladin.
You know what I
Anything
mean?
else that we got going on? Anything else we need to go over?
I'm actually curious.
People don't have anything further.
Can
about
I,
something. Let me
can
check.
I just do a
Okay.
quick
All
simple
right.
ones? It's just for stuff that we received.
Okay. Is it
last
different
night.
with
We're already gonna
her?
be scheduling a preliminary hearing, so can it wait for that, or does that have to be done right now?
I mean, I'm just
Boom.
asking if we could just get like a report history and a timestamp of
Here we go.
all the evidence that's already on the docket.
I
Wanna
may
just work
actually
around
do this
the docket
just to be a
instead, or-
shitlord.
Yeah, motion. Add that to your motion to compel. Ask for all that stuff.
There's no legislation that states
Unless you can
law
come to an
enforcement
agreement with
officers. Let me
prosecution
double
right now to
check.
Get all that stuff.
The state is very amicable. If you guys like, Your Honor, if they approached me, I most likely would just give them what they're asking for.
Oh. Can I just do it now then?
She just said you could.
Oh, okay. Can we get the Sony's the
so awkward.
Oh.
This is like so awkward now.
I know what you're requesting. I'm 99% sure there's no report about it. But I'll
Oh no,
double check for
I'm
you.
just saying. Can I get the for the report that was released last night? Can I get the edit history for that?
The edit history in regards to.
If there is one, I don't.
Just the
I don't know.
log.
I don't know if there is. I think it
So
was
what
saved
report?
once.
The one that was released
last night.
Yeah, one with the recording.
Okay, I'll let you guys iron that out. Anything else we need to go over that's like a court mandated thing?
For the search warrant, can we get the timestamp on that signature verification in GMT?
Your Honor, does the defense have anything else that would need to be court mandated?
Yeah, is there anything else that like I need to mediate?
Oh, I mean, nah, you good. Let me just walk closer and awkwardly have this
Okay,
conversation.
Okay,
now.
there we go. I got the
Oh,
argument.
can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Can I just get like the?
Okay,
What's up,
so
Hey.
Okay.
No, he did a good job. They definitely weren't happy with me helping him, but I could give a fuck less.
Yeah. Well,
Wait. I zoned out.
He's in the corner.
He's behind Espinosa.
I don't know. I just the street.
No, it's done. He's about to run out, though. You better catch him.
Is our chance?
Well, yes.
bud.
How can I help you read?
Is there somewhere private we could talk?
What? I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah, you shouldn't. It's